I have a haul for y'all. I've got 2 boxes of jewelry that I bought at a church rummage sale. Huge yard sale, Catcher Memorial. Let's go check it out. Oh, the wind is blowing. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are at a church rummage sale this morning.
Yay!
Love that. Actually, we cheated on you. We were here yesterday, so this is our second day here.
And we're back.
We had friends with us yesterday, and then if we find anything today, well, you'll see that too.
Got a church sale to do.
That's right.
Let's go.
Look at this jewelry again. That's just fabric wrapped. I don't know. Can I do anything with some of these? Those are huge baubles. I don't know what they would take for all of it. Oh, this is coming out of the bag. Put that back in. Okay, they said $18 if I took it all. I do like to take it apart. Here's some stones and play with it, and for Avante jewelry. I mean, if there's 18 pieces, that's $1 a piece. I think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I have time to go through all of this in one video, so I think I'm going to make it 2, and I think we're going to start with, as I said, we're going to start with one of the boxes, one of the 2 that I bought at a church rummage sale. We're going to go through this box, take a look at what I have here, how much the original price was, and decide if we're going to sell it as is, you know, costume jewelry, vintage jewelry, and possibly find some pieces in here to upcycle. I'm going to set this box aside so that I can pull the bags out one by one. I can see that the box is causing too much shadow, so I'm going to set it off to the side. Okay, let's get this haul on the road. See what we have here. Of course, the first thing I decide to open is nothing more than a little teddy bear magnet. It's not even jewelry. And this is sweet. A kitty cat plaque. I sure could use one of your hugs now. It's a magnet. I didn't know that was in here. I'm not going to talk about the original price. I'll just show it to you. Some large, super large purple plastic baubles. Well now. It would probably be cool to make a really chunky Halloween necklace with these. Mix in some orange with the purple. So this one, this necklace with a lobster clasp is on some fine silver chain. And you can see they put a little crimp bead. I hope you can see that. A little crimp bead on the end of each bead to keep it from moving on the chain. So that's interesting. The beads are just plastic. And it's a very, very long necklace. This one also very long. We've got a lobster clasp and a whole bunch of rings. Do you have any ideas? I didn't say yet as far as selling or listing, but so far I wouldn't list these for sale, but I could possibly do something with all of these rings. This necklace has some nice weight to it, or is it a necklace? You know, I'm beginning to think it's a belt. Look at this hook. That's a pretty serious hook. All of them need polish. They've got a lot of scuffing on them. But very nice weight, very chunky. But I mean, if that was a belt, that's a very small waist. Well, I used to have a small waist. Not anymore. But, you know, there's some potential here. This one, I will say originally, looks like $4 because I see a new with tag in here. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Originally, it looks like $19.99. T-A-C-O-A, Tacoa. Not sure, but look at that. That's pretty. So it does have potential to sell it just like it is. But I also see potential for taking it apart. That's really pretty. The beads are just plastic. All of them are plastic, and it has some little brass bead caps. That's very pretty. Whoa, we got some big baubles here. Really big baubles. Gigantic baubles. I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to show you. These are 1-inch baubles. That is huge. This necklace is very heavy. This one is about 3/4 of an inch. And this one here, I don't know, maybe 5/8. Lobster clasp, no branding on it. I wish you could feel how heavy this is. Could very well be lucite. I see the seam on these. It's pretty cool. That might have some potential, just like it is. This looks familiar. Again, they had $4 on this one. Originally $19.99. Does that look familiar? Yes, it does. It's the same exact color. I don't know if the color is translating to the camera. I hope it is, because it's really beautiful. I could sell one, and I could take one apart. It's not too often you find two identical necklaces in the same lot. Oh, we get 2 necklaces. 3-strand. And this is just a single strand. These feel almost like those paper beads, you know, where they wrap the paper. But I think they're just plastic. Can you see? It's black and gold with a copper tone bead in between, which is plastic. I do not see a clasp on this one. No, they have like an acrylic finish. I'm going to say they're plastic. This one here, 3 strands. We've got a gold tone, off-white pearl, and some black. All plastic. Small bead in between, gold tone. The clasp is pretty basic. It could be sold as is. Could be. Another 3-strand. I mean, they have a little bit of weight to them, but they feel like plastic. Little bead caps. With these solid colored beads like this, they often have scratches, and they do. They do have a lot of variation on them. So it's very similar to this one. So I have a feeling the same person donated these 2 necklaces. Looking for the clasp. It may not have one. I don't see one. This feels like a stone. It's a little bit cool to the touch. Actually, let me take that back. I think they're glass, because these feel like glass. And it has, I don't know if I have to zoom in on here. It has tiny little charms. They're not in very good condition, but it has little heart charms. In fact, it has little heart beads. Now this has, I don't know if you can see that. This edge is not trimmed. I don't know if you can see that. I think these are glass. They're not, it's not very well made though. It's not. It's okay. It's more of a crafting piece. What have we here? Oh my. What have we here? Oh my gosh. Someone, let me move these out of the way. Someone really had fun making this. This is a very chunky necklace. I'm wondering what year this was made. I'm pretty certain it's handmade. They did use 2 flattened crimp beads or crimp tubes here. Looks like it's on string. I have never seen anything like this. I don't know. Maybe it's a 1980s big bauble necklace. Maybe this purple one is also 1980s. And maybe this one is 1980s. This one here is funny. It's not very long. This would be a very tight necklace around the neck because of how large the beads are. It's even funny calling these beads. I mean, I don't know. It's funny. What do you think about this one? You have to leave a comment on this one. All right, let's move on. 75 cents. Well, this looks like another little handmade necklace, although it does have a tag. What's it say here? S-A-Q. Anyone know? S-A-Q. I don't think it's sterling. Well, could be brass. Could be silver-plated brass. It didn't react to my magnets, so it might be sterling silver. I'm surprised it has a tag on it because it looks like someone made it. Someone made it somewhere. You know what I mean. We've got some pearls, faux pearls that have some scratches. These are plastic. Nothing's feeling very cold to the touch. I mean, that's glass. That's glass. And then we have some metal components here. When it's cool to the touch, it's either glass or stone. And when it's warm to the touch, it's plastic. Okay, this is metal. That's glass. All right, that's metal. It's cool to the touch. And normally these rondelles are glass. But I have so many other things around it, I can't hardly tell. Oh, plastic, plastic, plastic. But these are the moon glow, the plastic moon glow beads. I don't know if you can see how it changes color. Hope you can see that. People do like to buy the moon glow beads. It's on string. It has potential to sell as it is, although I will say it's loose on the string. Do you see that? So that kind of hurts the value on it. It needs to be restrung. This type of jewelry is bead weaving. It's a couple of strands of nylon wire. I assume it's probably nylon. Looks like nylon. And you can see it's 2 strands coming out of here, coming together for a bead, and then going out again on both sides. So that's bead weaving. I've done some of that. In our eBay store, Avante Avenue, in the category Avante Jewelry, I have some bead weaving Christmas bracelets that I made. I haven't researched these to know if they have any value on eBay, but I think I will. You know, I'm most certainly not going to take it apart. So either I would sell it individually or put it in a lot. Very sweet. What do we have here? I have no idea. This is just strange. Very strange. 3 separate pieces. This has a little weight on it. Actually, it looks like it used to be an earring, so it looks like it's an upcycled earring. And this has a metal cap, a bead, just kind of strange. This also was an earring. It was the earring to this. Same kind of little beads on the end. And this one is slightly different. I don't know. You know, I guess you can make an ornament out of it. You could hang it over a tree branch and these would be the little dangles, or you could put it around your rear view mirror. Very unusual. I see this as crafting. I was looking for the clasp. Oh, that's unusual. I don't know why they need a safety chain on this necklace. That's basically what it looks like to me. It has a safety chain. I don't know why. I don't get it. These are metal beads. I don't see this as something I can sell at all. I may have some chain I could work with. Maybe these beads a little bit. It's pretty plain, but this does have potential right here. Has potential. Seed beads. Tiny little seed beads. What is that candy? Good and Plenty. Pink, black, and white. I think Good and Plenty. And it does look pretty together. These beads, the pink beads, are plastic. That's a wood bead. I don't know why they would throw a wood bead in there, but you know, it's jewelry. You can do whatever you'd like. For me, this is something I would put in a craft lot. Although, you know, if I wanted to use the pink beads, I could. We have a charm. We have a charm, an ice skate charm. So tiny. And then some little, well, these earrings, the bottom loop is open, so there's something missing on here. But I do like the little pearl, this little pearl part. They just need another little doodad for those. And these, got a pair of earrings here. I do like this little crystal ball at the end. It's very unique. I've never seen one like this. I think the black bead might be plastic. Oh, we have another little charm, a little snowman. I wonder if these are sterling. They're not reacting, but they're probably pewter. And then these earrings, it kind of reminds me of a round dice. How's that? I see some potential in part of these. Maybe these two for fun. I'm not sure yet on those. Was $1. Well, these are different. Very different. They have a floral decal. Decal is the best word I can come up with because they're not hand painted. It looks like a little plastic transfer. How's that? Transferware? Like on dishes, only it's on beads. These are plastic beads. These are easier to show you. They are pretty. They're on string. They're plastic. These are pretty good size. These here. It is two-sided. It has some potential for crafting. Very different. I didn't get to this sale after it opened, so I have no idea what jewelry I missed. Sometimes it's better if I don't know what I missed. This was $1.50. Chico's. Chico's chunky jewelry. Wow. And that is chunky. I know that chunky jewelry was back in style this year, you know, in 2024. Large jewelry. I can't say I've seen a lot of ladies wearing it. Even if you might see it on the fashion runway, it doesn't mean that everybody's running out and buying it. These actually almost feel like seeds, but I think they're just plastic, acrylic plastic. I think I better just try to sell this one like it is. I'll let you know if it sells. We have some shells. Makes me think of Florida. My grandmother used to make jewelry out of shells. In fact, my very first necklace I ever made was made from coquina shells. We used to go to a place in Florida called Florida Supply House, and we bought jewelry making findings. And they had all kinds of craft supplies there, but yeah, my first experience making jewelry brings me back to my grandmother. Whenever I see seashells, I think of my grandma. And my mom and dad too, because they love to go to Florida. And we went to Anna Maria Island when I was in my teens. Went there a few times. I would probably just sell this as it is in a lot. Ring clasp, no branding. Plastic until you get to the stone, sort of turquoise stone. Hope you can see that. This is stone. This is a good example of how you can mix in a little bit of stone and make the necklace look a little prettier and fake out, I guess, basically, you know, the inexpensive beads versus the stones. And that's something that's done quite often, mixing materials. I know I like to mix materials. It's okay, but I don't think anybody's going to buy this, so I'll probably end up taking it apart. Okay, we have some jasper stone. It has some unusual angles to the stone, the jasper stone. I think this is picture jasper. These here are stone, and they're an ivory color. There's no clasp to it that I can see, and you can see that each one is linked together. So they have a small bead cap on here, and then it has a head pin through it and linked. Oh, it has a brand. Oh my gosh, it's Monet. I almost missed that. It is so tiny, but it's Monet. So with that said, it has potential to sell it as is. This box just keeps going and going, and I have a second box that I'll do a separate video on eventually. $1. Stretch necklace. Oh my gosh, it does stretch. And this is bead weaving. I guess it's a choker, although, yeah, it's a choker. I can't see myself taking this apart, so I'll probably sell it as is or put it in a craft lot. 50 cents. We have another shell with a carved flower on it. These are plastic. These are plastic. And this is one of those necklaces where the cord is put through 2 beads and you can shorten it up. The thing is, if you don't tie it in a knot in the back, it can easily just loosen up. I'll probably put this in a craft lot. Paparazzi, 50 cents. When paparazzi jewelry came out, I was pretty shocked that they were selling $5 jewelry. I do think that paparazzi hurt jewelry sales, you know, at craft shows or, you know, shows where vendors set up, and, you know, it was a lot of competition. I mean, handmade jewelry, some people appreciate that and want that. and other people just want the cheapest jewelry they can find. So to be honest, I never was pleased about paparazzi jewelry. It was imported jewelry. All of this is imported jewelry. It's just that it took away from the handcrafted jewelry. It became all about price. And if any of you watching this have sold paparazzi jewelry, I mean, I sold home interior. I sold creative expression. So it's not like I haven't sold something that was mass produced. I most certainly have. Unusual necklace. No markings. It has a little soldered loop here, so it should have something else to go with it. The cord is just knotted. Crafting lot. I might craft with it too, I don't know. Whoa, these are some huge hoops. I could never wear these. Wouldn't do it. 50 cents. I wouldn't do it because I'd probably rip my earring out. Midwood brands. Not intended for children. These are gigantic. They are just faux plastic pearls, but I always love rondelles, little rhinestone rondelles. You have to make sure there's none missing out of it. So this has potential to be taken apart and worked into something else. These are tiny little flowers. I do like flower earrings. I wear flower earrings quite a bit. It had 75 cents on it at one point. I don't know. Nothing is telling me that it's sterling. I have no reason to believe that. Lead-free, but yeah, these are pretty simple. And it looks like it needs something else. It's pretty simple. Craft lot. Whoa. I immediately knew this was on elastic. Do you see that? I could feel the stretch as soon as I took it out of the bag. Yeah, I don't like that. And these are very, very cheap pearls. Faux pearls. So that's definitely a craft lot. Earrings here. See if they're marked. No, they're metal. I have to tell you what they're made from because you can't tell just by looking at it. Nothing fancy. Probably craft lot. Getting down to the bottom. It looks like I'm getting into the earrings now. I'm not sure if there are any necklaces left in there or not. Well, those are pretty. Mother of pearl. This feels like plastic on the back. So it's a layer. They're quite pretty. No branding on them. I might be able to sell those. This is pretty. Abalone shell. Very long, large earrings. But those would stay as they are. Because of the curvature, I don't think it would make a good pendant. It's pretty curved here, so I would keep those just like they are. We have some gold tone metal earrings, no branding. Posts are a little bit crooked, so those would go into a craft lot. Interesting design. It's a nice earring clasp. I like that. It's kind of a safety security clasp. I do like those kind. Has a jump ring with 3 wires, 2 of which have little chip stones. So that's a great inspiration piece. I like that. It may not be my style, but it's probably someone's style. So that has potential for sure. Well, now these have a lot of wear. I wasn't sure if it was makeup or wear. I don't see any branding. They're really in poor condition. Craft lot. What do we have here? We have no branding, black seed beads, and a little metal bead. Flower bead, very simple. Very, very simple. And simple can be just fine, but I don't see a lot to work with here. This could be something on a necklace, but it's the only one like it. If it had more of these, I could do more with it. These do look like copper. This is bent really bad. I don't know if you can tell how bad that is bent, but it is. I could straighten it. I just don't know if it's going to break. I think it survived. It's got a little loop here with 3 little dangles. Those are pretty. Those I could probably sell as they are. Does this look familiar to you? This Good and Plenty. It's long, so it doesn't need a clasp. Little seed beads. Pink, black, and white. I laugh because it's such a big metal piece here. They got a little bit of weight to them, although this is plastic. I just wonder who comes up with these ideas sometimes, you know? I mean, I like the purple and orange. It kind of reminds me of Halloween. It's got pink up here, but the flower is so big. And I told you I love flower earrings, but this is, yeah. Here, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I'm not going to give my opinion. I'm not impressed. How's that? Not impressed. Craft lot. Found some more necklaces. Seed beads. Very pretty seed beads. One long strand. You know, the thing is, seed beads are cheap. I think they're cheap, and I've got so many of them. And if you're looking to get some seed beads, well, buy yourself a couple of necklaces that's loaded with them and then craft with them. It does have some, looks like glass tube beads in here too. The blue bead feels like plastic, but to me, this would be for a craft lot. What do they call these beads? Are these acacia beads? Am I wrong on that? These are stone. I can feel immediately that they're cool to the touch. Has a barrel clasp. You can see it doesn't want to lay right. So whatever they use to string it, even though they use nylon, it appears to me that it's strung too tight because it's completely lost a nice shape to it. Maybe that's just the nature of these kind. I don't know. I kind of like the stones. It's possible to take these little stacked round stones and use them in another necklace. So I like this for working with. More seed beads, and I don't know what these are. They don't look like a shell. They look more like a seed. But you can see they alternated purple, green, clear in the middle of the green. There is a pattern to it. There's no clasp. I doubt that I would work with these at all, so that will go in a craft lot. Another paparazzi. And see, they are cute. They are cute. And we can use that as inspiration as well to make a pair. So I might hold on to this one for inspiration. Quite large. What I do sometimes with metal earrings, you know, just plain metal tone earrings, is create a lot, like several pairs of gold tone in a lot or several pairs of silver tone in a lot, and sell them like that. Plastic, bright green. If you have the right outfit, those would be really cute. But selling them as they are, not so much. I think it would be very difficult to sell these and get anything out of them just as they are. Craft lot probably. Look at these crazy little earrings. Black and white striped plastic bead connected by one oval shaped jump ring. I could see these worked into another necklace. And can't you see that worked into something like this? I'll hold on to those. Ah, how could I possibly sell this one? 50 cents. I love smiley faces. I do love smiley faces. This one's really bright. And it even has some yellow and black splattered beads here. Strange hook for a clasp. For a necklace anyway. I don't know if you can see that. It's very unusual. I'm sure it wasn't very expensive. And I probably could find a buyer for it. Just say that it's a vintage smiley face necklace. Yes, I love smiley faces, but I don't wear them anymore, okay? I don't wear the jewelry. I can't take that apart. I've got to leave it as is. Tiny, tiny, dainty little necklace. It's funny how jewelry goes in and out of style. You know, chunky necklaces in one day and next time it's fine, delicate. And of course everyone likes something different. These have little stones on here. It's not reacting to the magnet, but it's not marked sterling anywhere. In fact, it has an extra little piece of chain here that's kind of odd. You probably can't even see it. This is such fine, delicate chain. I'm not sure that I can do much with this, so I'll probably put it in a craft lot. What do we have here? We have rhinestones. This feels like plastic here, the black. I like the rhinestones that are around it. But I can't do much with this as far as taking it apart, so probably will go into a craft lot or an earring lot. You know, it doesn't have to be a craft lot, just a lot of earrings. No branding. Can't see any branding, but these have a nice weight to them. Gold tone metal earrings. Now this is a case where I would take and put together a lot of 3 to 6 pairs of earrings that are in the gold tone. Now see how much bigger these are? I wouldn't put those in the same lot. I'm going to make the assumption that whoever would buy this would like similar size earrings, and I would put these with larger earrings. 25 cents. What are these? There's something written on here, but it's just on the earring back, and there's a lot of corrosion on here. I'm going to have to get these under a microscope and see if that says 925. You know, sometimes earring backs themselves are sterling. I might have to have these checked out by my local gold and silver shop. These are very unusual. I mean, they look plated, but it could be plated over sterling. I'm going to have to find out on those. No branding, silver tone earrings that I could probably pair up with another pair that has silver tone, a little bit bigger, but they're a similar style. These are bigger, of course, but they're a similar shape. Big bag for a little piece of jewelry. It says Friends and it has a dolphin on it, surrounded by rhinestones. Souvenir jewelry that you pick up at SeaWorld or something like that. I'm sure there's a friend out there that has the other half of this necklace. That's sweet. I like that. But I'm not going to take it apart. It will go into a crafting lot. What is this? It looks like there should be some writing in the center, doesn't it? Victoria's Secret. Wasn't expecting that. Very unusual, but I will sell it just like it is. Some tiny earrings. They almost look like Avon. It has something written here, but I'll have to get a microscope to read it. They remind me of Avon. Do you remember when these X earrings were in style? Like, I don't know if it's for hugs or what, but I'm going to have to figure out what these are. Some large clip earrings. Large meaning the bobble is quite large. So they would go into probably a lot of other clip earrings that are similar in size. 25 cents. We have a little panda pin. It's actually a pin. I thought it was going to be just a charm. Has some Chinese writing on the back. It's metal and enamel. Probably has some potential, just like it is. It says child, 25 cents. It's a tag. Claire's Boutique. What do they call these? A little beaded chain. I'm drawing a blank on it, but I'm sure you're familiar with it. And it has this cute little bow. I would put that in a crafting lot. It says, this one also says child, 25 cents. Oh, I see another little panda in here. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same brand. No branding there. It's really cute. It's a cute little panda. I hope you can see that. It's so tiny. I'll be zooming in for you. So maybe I could put these two pieces of jewelry together, even though they're different. They still would be a cute lot. This is a bag of 20 gauge silver plated jump rings. Not going to take those out of here. My box is empty. There is so much here. I'll be going through this, as I said, and setting up some lots on eBay for the craft jewelry, and then I'll pick out a few pieces from what I have here, and my next video will be making something, yes, something, out of one or more of the pieces that I have here.
Subscribe.
Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki.
And I'm Mark.
And we'll see you soon. Thumbs up!